and no playback whatsoever. Very advanced deck, but is it the design a disaster? 240 volts, 50-60 Hz, and serial number 09814714 GB. It seems like somebody tried to fix this deck. Let's remove the screws. Okay, one is done, so the screw is done. The another one, it seems like very loose. Maybe somebody was already trying to fix this deck. I prepared a box for the screws. Let's place them. According to the service manual, we need to slide this. Look at inside. That's not good. Let me put this aside. There is a power supply. Look at the dirt and the rust. When I'm opening, can you see? It's not supposed to be like that. What's going on in here? Let's open it. No. Let me press play. Turn. Can you see it's trying to close? Okay, rewind works. Stop. Forward. Very noisy. Let's remove the board. For this task, I borrowed my wife's Hoover. Let's find out if I can clean this. Look at the difference before and after cleaning. We done some basic cleaning. Let's remove these brackets. Okay, on both sides. You have to unclip inside, slide the screwdriver on both sides, lift it up, and we can remove. Can you see? This one is on the ribbons, and obviously I don't want to disconnect the ribbons, but it might be helpful. We might need to look at the micro switch under this board. There is two clips which you gently press. It is very smart idea from Bang Olufsen for easy access. And this is our transport with the heads. It's auto reverse system. I will show you in a minute. Very interesting. Let's see the quality of the heads. But I have to admit the heads are in good shape. You can judge for yourself. That's the pinch rollers. Very, very dirty. If we need to, we will exchange the pinch rollers. But for now, let's focus on the transport and what's the reason why it's not. That's your auto reverse system. Let's remove the cable holder. I don't need to remove it entirely. I just want to remove the bracket so it's easier to work. That screw needs to be removed. That's the earth cable. Very nicely done. It's not full, it's just like a slider. So basically you don't need to unscrew the whole, you don't need to remove the whole screw. Okay, that's good. Fine. So that's done. Now, how do we remove the board? It seems like to get full access under this board, we need to remove these two screws. I never thought so, but let's remove this screw. Let's remove this screw. Yes. Okay, just gently. So where is holding? Don't force it, but yeah, we got access. So I will remove the heads, okay, and this board can go this way, okay. And what do we have here? It's not going to be difficult, because you remember we had access to that one before. So if I slide this out and I slide this out as well, I can remove the whole board. This is the access for the transport. Two screws, okay, and I guess it's 9087, but this one is easy, as you can see, so it's just sliding in. We'll check that. This ribbon are held by a hook, so you remove that hook, okay, and this way, but let me mark it. This is 1 and 1, this is 2 and 2, 2 and 2, so I don't make a mistake when I remove the cable. We don't have to worry that we can break the board or damage anything on the board by removing totally. So let's work on the transport. We have to remove the 3 screws. Let's remove this. Okay, and the third one is just over here. Yeah, that's the one, and it's with the earth cable, a washer. Yes, I can remove the transport. The belt is got a shape. The transport doesn't look too bad. There is a belt, which obviously there is a belt here, which seems like very loose. Okay, that needs to be exchanged. There is some rest of the belt on that wheel, and to be perfectly honest with you, this transport looks a little bit like a Walkman transport. I'm guessing somebody was here before me. I need to remove the soldering for the electromagnets on both sides, and then I can leave the board. And one over here. There is a small pin, which obviously I can do it, but the electromagnet is holding. That's all we need. Let's check the belt. It doesn't seem too bad. The flywheels are really dirty. Let's clean that up. I got some gunk here, like from the old belt. I will survey the transport and find out if the belt was recently replaced or not. That needs to be clean. The old grease, we need to replace it, and we will. We'll replace the old grease. Seems to be very hard. Look at that. Whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to do it the best possible way. Both of the flywheels was clean. Let's add some oil, a tiny bit. We have some gears, so we will add a tiny bit of a grease, better lubrication. Let's insert it. Couple of moves. Oh, that's smooth. We need to add grease here. Okay, a bit of grease, oil. That's done. I add some grease on the gears, just gentle, a little bit of grease there. Yeah, I placed a new belt. The belt needs to go on this wheel, so let's do that. Since I have access here to the motor, I can add some oil for the bearings. While we are here, let's solder back the solenoids. That's nice. Have to be gentle because of the plastic elements. Okay. That's done. Let's clean this up. Soldering done. Solenoid back. Let's place the belts. That's the front. Now, and over here, as you remember, there was another belt, baby belt. Let's place that back. Little bit of oil. That's what we need. The clips. The oil and clips. Now we have a smooth movement. Now let's place this back. Okay, and this one as well. Okay, and let's put the drawer in and find out if everything is alright. Now we need to remove this motor. Check the belt and slide it. Okay, we will find out in a minute. Now let's screw this back. Can you see? That's the smoothness if we put the grease in, this one is smooth. This one is very, very smooth. I'm using a silicone grease. It works for me. I know somebody will say no, it's the wrong one, but in my experience it works for me. Put it that way, it works for me, and it is quiet. So let's add it for the gears as well. I'm not going crazy, but we need the grease. You can't even hear it. That's what we want to see. Yeah. And that will last for ages. As you witnessed before, the transport is out and I remove it to service the hinges, sliding doors, and we have to put this back. Okay, that's the wrong one. Okay, the black one goes over here. Yeah, so the black one goes here, and we just need to clip it back. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this one is supporting the bolt. We need to screw this back, but in a minute. I'm not happy with the cables the way it is. So no cables flying over here. Let's add one more. Wipe out the dirt. Okay. That's okay. Now, okay, let's put that back. The washer and the screw. We have the transport back. Clean the idler, because obviously there was, as you remember, there was a grease. Okay. Ah, you bugger. Now let's work on this. Let's work on this. And I can tell you, it's not smooth. I think we need to remove that grease. There is pieces of old belt here. There is flat screw over here, and at the back there is normal screw. Look at the grease, and this grease is just stuck. Wow, no wonder this one doesn't want to work. Let's remove the grease. Okay. Let's clean the gears, and we're going to add some new grease over here as well. Let's remove it. Okay, that's done. And look at the mess here. No wonder it does not want to work. Look at that. If we add some grease, it will do the magic. But actually, I'm not going to add some grease. I'm going to add oil. We add oil. Let's place this back. The washer and the screw. Just make sure. That's it. I'm not going too tight to look at that. No more noise. And it is smooth. Let me clean, but before I clean that, I'm gonna add some oil there. Yeah. And that's done. Brand new belt. That's smooth. And we're placing back the motor, maybe. Oh. Have you seen that? So basically you have to press it and slide it. And now we have the grease on the motor. Couple of movements. But now, wow, that's smooth. So let's screw this back secure. We can test it now. Let me test the motor. Let's give the motor a go ahead. And it's on 6 volts. Look at that. We have to change the polarity for the motor, and we change that. Okay, secure. And look at this. This is only on 6 volts. So perfect. There is nothing we have to worry about. Let's remove that. Connect it. Let's connect. Secure. That's all fine. This cable caught something, so I'm going to remove this zip tie. So this way, if the transport is moving, the cable is not going to get caught and flying around the area. It's still secure, still can be connected, and the whole transport will be smooth. So that's another improvement. I need to put this back. Yes, one is done. Another is done. This one is over there. This one goes in, but you see, this is something I forget. This ribbon cable I almost forget. Oh, come on. This one is our board. Actually, it wasn't that bad. That's secure. Board is secure. Now we have to plug our heads back. Yeah, we can place this back. That's 2. That's 1.
That's the end of part 1. And finally we have forward, rewind, Dolby, back and playback of course. In the episode 2 you will see the final assembly, adjustment and playback. Of course, recording. Stay tuned good people. Thank you for watching.